What's up, comic and pop culture fans? This is James with Mint Hunter Comics, and this is the video where CGC's mistakes get potentially fixed, or we find out if I have to send it back again. But I've had a couple things. So a mechanical error is when you get like a cracked case, or there's a hair in there, or there's whatever sort of issue. Maybe they wrote the wrong book. That's extremely rare, but it has happened to me. Or in the case of my new Teen Titans, I got someone else's book. It's a whole thing. Anyway, today, supposedly everything is fixed. So we're going to check to see if that's actually right. I'll show you right off the bat. G.I. Joe, Real American Hero #1, my 9.4. They said that Larry Hama signed it twice. It is now fixed, so it is marked as only signed once, which is the correct distinction. Let's crack this open and see what we're looking at. And then this, I believe, friends, is the new Teen Titans 2. I don't know if it's really my book back to me or that other dude's book. We will find out together. I don't know if it's still a 9.4 or if they did successfully regrade it. Maybe it's still a 9.8, which this book used to be. We will find out at the end. Let's get it started. All right, again, saving that book for last. We already know that the Larry Hama signed book was successfully fixed, which is awesome. Let's keep it moving. This next book was sent in for two reasons. My case got cracked, and they just announced that they were doing the multi-pack edition. So when you see that DC Universe variant on there, they are actually making note of it on the label. So I wanted to send it back to them because they said they did it, and it was a brand new submission, and they didn't do it. So I tossed it back to them. They updated it. That is awesome. So that's very special to me. Multi-pack, hard to get DC Universe variant, and it got the 9.4. Very happy. Coming up in the world, we got the multi-pack edition DC Universe variant of Green Lantern 51. Now that's a 9.8, and that's 9.8 marked at the appropriate distinction that it is the multi-pack version. That's awesome. Having that little distinction on there doesn't mean much because obviously you can see it's the DC Universe variant, but I do like having it on there. That's a good one. This next slab was very badly cracked, so I sent it out. And also, it is a newsstand, and they finally made mention that it's a newsstand. So Green Lantern 30. And then this next book, I said in my last submission that the difference between this book, direct, and newsstand is catastrophic. It's very noticeable. So the direct edition 9.6 is not worth too much. First, Renee Montoya. But the newsstand is. And I sent it in probably a month ago, and by this point they were supposed to do the newsstand things, and they forgot to do it, so I sent it as a mechanical error back. They mentioned it's a newsstand. Same exact thing with my Green Lantern 96. And they updated the notes, I see. So, whew, getting a bunch of wins here. Updated the notes to say first appearance of Boudica. So this is a big win of getting them to update the labels correctly. This one was kind of funny. This is Green Lantern Corps Annual 2, and I wanted to do it as a giveaway for my October video, but I couldn't until they fixed it because they said Green Lantern Annual 1. So I just mentioned in the beginning of the video of them, mislabeling a book. They called this Annual #1 when it was Annual #2. That is a very rare problem. This one, I don't even think I showed in my last video, but same thing. It came back and, oh my God. Wow. There are a couple spine ticks that I do not remember ever being there. Now, I guess I understand the 9.4. Frankly, I think it might even be lower than that. But they did correct it to say newsstand edition, and it is solidly in the slab now. It's not loose. Another Green Lantern 50. This was my 9.6 multi-pack edition, and they fixed it. I think that might be a glow-in-the-dark cover. Not sure. This is the same batch where everything came back not only loose, but they forgot to mention when things were newsstand. So this is 1991 Green Lantern, Volume 3, Issue 9, newsstand edition. Still not a very particularly valuable book, but I did want to get it secure in that slab, not loose, and updated to say newsstand. All right. Next up, and the winner for the 20,000 subscriber giveaway was chosen, but I did tell them that I had Superboy Zero en route to CGC because I wanted them to update it to say the multi-pack version. This is the extremely rare edition of this book. The multi-pack edition, by the way, this is the first cameo of King Shark. Okay. First of all, when I last sent this book in, I got them to update the notes to say first appearance of King Shark in cameo on last page, face not revealed. Now I had them make mention that this is the 0 hour edition. So they made mention that it's the multi-pack edition. That's a nice frickin' slab. Hate to see it go, but we're going to have an even bigger 30,000 subscriber giveaway. I just haven't figured out what it is, but I gotta beat it. I mean, the King Shark giveaway is a combined value of like $500, so maybe we do a $750, maybe $1,000. I don't know, guys. I will get back to you. We still got a little ways to go. Another 10,000 before we get there. So let's hold on. I got another multi-pack edition. Got them to update the label. Have it correctly updated now. Multi-pack edition. Rock and roll. Green Lantern Volume 3, 47. Next up we got, and last one before we move into the big boy book. This one, this was another one where it came back. You just saw me unbox this, but it was very loose. It was almost so loose that I could almost get it out of here. And just like some of the other newsstand Green Lanterns, it forgot the distinction of newsstand edition. So they updated that to mention newsstand edition, Green Lantern 49, classic cover there. Okay, shall we move on to, I'll keep that up, it's just such a solid cover. I say we move on to the big boy. Again, quick reminder on the history. This was my 9/8. I sent it in for the George Perez signing. George Perez passed away. And Marv Wolfman swooped in to do the signing. And it sat in limbo for a little bit. Book came back to me as a 9/4, but it still looked perfect. So it was just like, what the hell happened here? It was disappointing. Like a week later, someone else's book showed up. The same thing, 9/4, same cert number, everything. And it's been an ongoing, like 5-month thing. I've made mention of it in a couple videos. It got some attention by CGC themselves, which is good because the issue was frankly sitting for a little while. But their customer service really got a hold of it and allegedly fixed the issue. So let's find out together if they really did. Best case scenario, this is my direct edition copy of the first Deathstroke, and it should be a 9/8. Second best is I at least got my book back, and it's still a 9/4. The 9/4 was the other person's, the newsstand's, book that got regraded. So hopefully I get my own grade back. We'll see, man. If not, I'll have to send it off again. But I would like this nightmare to be over. Oh, I already saw it. Woo! Welcome home, baby. Welcome back to the collection. I am never selling you. Oh, there she is. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me show you guys. All right. New Teen Titans, number 2. Marv Wolfman signed, custom George Perez logo, first appearance of Deathstroke the Terminator, and first appearance of Trigon in cameo, 9/8 white pager, signature series, custom label, goodness. Finally fixed, And this means to me that the newsstand is either on way or maybe back with the correct owner of that book. It was a little bit of a hectic story, but it looks like that has come to a close. Oh my God, yes. I don't know if I'm tired or like a little bit emotional. That's awesome. Ah, yes. Thank God. Okay, here we go. All right, what's it? Perfect fix. Nothing has to be resent out. Everything was fixed. Labels updated. Everything's firm and tight. We are good to go. We are back in business. As always, keep on hunting.